Hey, Gated Horsemanship. This is good girl, day 5 with her. And as you see, we are outside. I'm going to have her turn. Good girl. I'm waiting for really the shoulder. Sorry, you're getting a different viewpoint today because I want you to see up here. Good girl. Good girl. We can think about it. And it might get a little crazy. Who knows? We'll see. Yep, we're going to get a little bit crazy because look at her neck. And this is why I wanted to take this viewpoint. So you look at her neck, like right there. If you guys need to rewatch it, you can. Is when her neck gets all kinky like that, that is when she is going to rush. Look how kinky that is. Look at the shoulders. There's a kink right there. And then there's a kink up there. So that's what I'm really trying to work on with her, because that's what causes her to rush. That's what causes her to have a problem. Now, one thing, I'm sure I'm going to get a whole bunch of talk. I'm riding with one hand and one hand is videoing. I do have a chest camera, but I kind of wanted to get a real specific view. But that is really what I'm working on. Now, I am outside. Why am I outside? Because it is uneven terrain. I want to just take a quick view of where I work. I call this my other arena, and I kind of give myself, when I'm trying to build confidence in horses and riders, is in my mind, I have this like cones set up in this area that create an arena, and I'm like, we're going to stay within this area. And why I like to this one, it kind of gives the horse a different viewpoint, gives riders a different viewpoint, but also it's uneven terrain. I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of a hill, and we work along the hill to help create balance and to help strengthen the different parts of the horse by use of the terrain. And all of my riders trail ride. They're all out here. So I want to bring reality. It's not, and start to get them to the point where they have control outside. Now, one big thing I see a lot of people do, good girl, we're going to see if I can walk and talk, is one really big thing that I tell all my riders is if I can ride out here, I will be able to ride pretty much anywhere. It's actually a lot easier to ride in the woods than it is out in the middle of an area because there is no guide. There is no guide by the horse. There's no path. You are the path. So that's one of the big things about riding out here. Now, as she rushes, like right here, she's rushing. I'm slowing my seat down, lifting up, holding back. Now, but I am riding forward. This is not a pulling back. This is an uplift. And now we're going to take off a little bit. And we're going to come back after we get in alignment. So I'm using a lot of my seat. I'm using a lot of my seat to help her adjust her body. Good girl. Good girl. I'm asking her to move her hind end and then relax. Good girl. So, this won't be as long of a video as usual, but I really wanted to show you that we don't stay. There's the arena. That's where you've seen me working in. I want to make sure that I really try to get her out, change the scenery, always challenge her as soon as I feel comfortable, as soon as I know I'm not going to be pulling back. There you go, girl. Good girl. Now she's starting to lengthen. And now we're gone. Now we lose our brain and we'll get it back. We'll come back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to ask her to halt. Good. Lift my reins. Ask her to halt. But that's really kind of what we've been working on. I'll try to I'll try to use I have somebody video me out here so I can use 2 hands so you can kind of get to see a little bit better. But basically I'm repeating everything I did in there, I do out here. And I wanted you to get this viewpoint. Hopefully I'll take a video next week of it and maybe give you a better idea. I'm really working on getting this nice and straight, not having multiple kinks. Because all she's doing when she does all those kinks is defending herself because she's been pulled back on. So those ears. So that's really what I'm working on. Anyways, I'm sorry this is not as long. I hope this is helpful, though. You can kind of see her progress and her going. I'm real proud of her. I feel comfortable, be able to hold one hand and ride with one hand. But to get more work done, I need to. But I hope this helps you guys. And have a great Friday. This is day number 5. And then what she's going to do is she's going to actually get a little bit of time off. We may work with her on the ground a little bit just to spend some time with her because her confidence in people is very lacking. So we may get out and work with her a little bit, just on the ground, just to play with her, just to groom her, just to be around her. But otherwise, she gets a couple days off, and we'll see what she's like on day number 6.